Hey, what's going on, guys? It is TemperAlliance, and today's video we're going to be talking about some leaked gameplay footage of Battlefield 4 and the new zombie map Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 2. But before I get to that, I just want to say a few things once again. Apologies for not uploading lately. Literally my sleep schedule is fucked. It is no good. For the past few days, I woke up all hours in the day. I kind of got up out of bed one day at like 3 o'clock, and I couldn't go to sleep during one night. And today, which is a Monday, but I doubt this video will be uploaded today because I'm doing this commentary a little bit late. Today I had to take a day off school because I couldn't sleep. I was up all night. I only had like 10 minutes sleep before I actually had to get out of bed and go to school. But I was in no mood because normally, I remember one time I was doing all-nighters on the Xbox, which I know it's kind of sad, but I kind of moved on away from that now. But I used to when I was younger because I was a big gamer geek back then, and me, the mates, I would just always do all-nighters. And every time when I do all-nighters, it does not agree with me. I feel sick as a dog like the next morning, and when I don't get my proper sleep, I literally feel so sick. It is so bad, and I really couldn't play in the Xbox then throughout the whole day because I was really that bad. And all-nighters do not agree with me. And I was thinking there to myself, okay, so if I go to school, I'll be feeling the exact same way. I'll be feeling so sick that I'll need to come home. And I'll be feeling sick when I'm walking as well, because only one of my parents can drive a car and the other one can't, and which is my dad. And my dad normally goes to work, and even if I'm sick, he wouldn't come and collect me, because he'll just be like, you're old enough to walk home now. You don't need your daddy there with you. But I'm like, I'm sick. I'm too sick to walk. But they're like, no, we don't. I don't care. You're walking. I'm like, okay, fuck you. I'm only joking. But yeah, but I didn't go to school then because of that. But my parents weren't really pleased when they saw me in bed when they came back home. More importantly, my mom, because she thought I went to school when she left the house. Haha, fooled you. But yeah, so that was pretty much the reason why I didn't upload, because my sleep schedule was pretty much fucked, and I pretty much gave the little story on that. But it was kind of my only reason why I didn't upload the way I should have been. Hopefully I'll be able to upload more. Actually, I haven't been playing the Xbox for a few days now. I'm getting away from that. I don't really play Xbox as I normally do. I normally play for like an hour or two, and then I watch TV or go outside or something like that. But it's just not working there for me anymore. But I am missing some online games, so maybe I'll go back into it after the commentary, but who knows. But anyway, let's get into the topic before we run out of time. So Battlefield 4, there has been some leaked gameplay on that. Sadly, I cannot show you it because it's not mine to show, because it could have been some other guy's gameplay or something like that, and it wouldn't be right for me to show it on my channel because it's not mine. It's there's no right for me to use it. And plus, if I do use it, then they could put a copyright claim on me, so no. So yes, there has been some leaked gameplay, and if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you didn't, then basically I'll be mumbling and jumbling in your mind, and you won't have no idea what I'm on about. But some other YouTubers have it on their channel, so you might go over to some other YouTubers and check it out, or just type it up on Google. I'm sure you'll find it. But yeah, so the gameplay on Battlefield 4, there's not really much to talk about it because it normally looks the exact same as 1, 2, and 3 really. Nothing really special about it. Looks the exact same. The graphics and the color textures and all that looks different from Battlefield 3, so they had changed it a little bit, but not much new weapons in it, new attachments, new maps, obviously, because it's another game. There's no point putting the same maps on a different game. But yeah, so there's not really much to talk about it on like that. There's bigger maps and loads of spaces and probably tanks and all that to drive around. So there's not really much to talk about that. But the number one thing I actually want to talk about is the zombie map. Now, if you've seen it in my last video, I was talking about the 4 maps and then a zombie map. And I was talking about the zombie map, saying, you know, it sounds like Call of the Dead. It's going to be based something on like Call of the Dead. Well, there has been it wasn't a gameplay leak, but you know, basically the people from Treyarch were talking about it, and I didn't really notice this, but if you've seen my video and seen the picture, I won't show it now because I can't be arsed editing much of it, but if you've seen it in the background on the picture, there was a sign, and it was pretty much a real life sign, and it kind of meant a prison place. So the zombie map is based on a prison place, so it's something like Call of the Dead, but Call of the Dead was based on something like a ship, a broken ship, and all that, and this one it's based in the most famous prison cell building, which is now abandoned, of course. But the way that they actually made that they actually went there to record, you know, to measure, you know, how big and wide each rooms are, and then they managed to make it roughly the same size in the game. So they're going to make it look exactly like it, but they're not going to put everything in it. They're only going to put some certain space that they would want on the map in it. So, you know, it'll look pretty good there. I'm not really sure if there's going to be some outside place on the actual in the actual place. There was a building. It was like a little island basically, and there was buildings, and then outside. I don't think they're putting it in the outside. I think it's just the building mainly. But it was pretty cool though, and once again, if you didn't see it, then also Google it. You'll find it, and roughly some other YouTubers will have it up there as well. So yeah, so it actually did look amazing. It's kind of something like Call of the Dead, but obviously completely different. But something like it, even though I'm not really making sense of what I'm saying, so apologies. But if you know what I'm saying, then great. Now, there has been some new perks and weapons that they introduced to it, which actually looks pretty good. So yeah, I forgot what they're called, but one of them is called Afterlife or something. I think you can get a perk called Afterlife. It's when you can basically turn into this blue guy that shoots electricity and find clues. There's clues on the map, just like you know what Treyarch does best, leave clues around the place, and you have to try and find the clues, and using this perk will help you find it, because they'll have shining blue stuff around the place that you need to find. So yeah, but I don't think it lasts very long. I think there's like a time limit, so that you won't stay in that form forever. You can kill lots of zombies with it though, which is pretty good. So yeah, so new perks, new weapons. You can still upgrade weapons. Of course, there's a new weapon. It was kind of something like the one in Rise of the Dead, I think it was called. I'm really losing it now of my maps, but yeah, but there's this weapon that kind of spat out purple goo or something that zombies can slip on. I think it's like the same thing, the same base kind of weapon thing. I can't really say what it is, but if you upgrade it, it sticks this green thing onto them, and it can explode like more than like 5 zombies or something like that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and there's only like one thing that I can really mention in this, and of course, since it's something like Call of the Dead, I was kind of right on what I said in my last video about George being in it, but in this map, this guy isn't really a person. He is a zombie, kind of like a super upgraded zombie that has metal things around his arms. He's like really big, and he comes running after you. Like, it doesn't matter if you like shoot one bullet into him, he'll run after you no matter what. When he comes in the game, he will run after you, and I don't know really what he does. Like, well, obviously he's going to try and kill you. And this guy, the zombie, is kind of a little bit different to George, because George only was walking after you, and if you shoot him, he'll run after you. But this guy runs after you straight away, and if you go after a perk, then he goes into the perk and try and smash it or something like that, so you lose it. It was kind of like the monkeys in Ascension and Black Ops 1. So yeah, so they're kind of mixing up you know, different characters in it, which actually they're actually pretty good. I think there's some familiar faces into it that you could recognize with famous celebrities and all that, which is pretty cool. And they're kind of based on a mad person prison, people who tried and survive from the zombies. And there's one guy who was like insane, not really sane in the head, but yeah, so that's actually pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, so it's appreciated. There is a draw gameplay there for you guys. So yeah, so once again, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.